Hello, Falcons. You're watching LTV. I'm Hannah Caldwell.
And I'm Enrique Chavez.
Coming up in March, we have a lot of fun events. Come out and support your Liberty Drama Club in the production of Xanadu on March 3rd and 4th at 7:30 in the auditorium.
Also, make sure not to miss Curriculum Night coming up on March 7th at 5:30 at Liberty.
Although we all had fun on our snow days back in December and January, we now have a few days to make up.
One of those days is April 14th. This was previously a teacher prep day, but it will now be a school day.
For those of you who are not seniors, you will also have school on June 19th through the 23rd.
Speaking of snow, Oregon has quite the unpredictable weather, don't you think, Hannah?
Yeah, lucky for us, we have Kiara and Allie to give us this week's weather report.
Hey Falcons, it's Kiara.
And Allie coming to you with our weather report for this week.
To jump right in, we won't be getting much of a break from the rain anytime soon, as Thursday through the coming Tuesday, it's going to be pretty consistent rainfall.
We'll only see a few rare sun breaks, and hopefully we can all enjoy the much-needed sun, even if it is for a little while. So let's take advantage of the sun while we can.
The temperature here in Hillsborough will stay in the mid-40s, the high being Tuesday at 48 degrees.
And the low during the day being 43 degrees. Now, if anybody is planning on hitting the slopes up at Mount Hood Ski Bowl before spring and summer roll around, here are the temperatures.
The high will be Tuesday the 7th with 34 degrees, and during the weekend, Saturday will be 27 degrees, and the high on Sunday will be 26 degrees with pretty consistent snowfall.
This whole week we're expecting cold weather, so we suggest to try your guys' best to try and keep warm.
Take out those umbrellas and rain jackets because you're probably going to get caught in the rain, especially on Sunday the 5th and Wednesday the 8th.
We hope this forecast helped you folks. This is Allie.
And Kiara.
Signing off. Back to you, Hannah and Enrique in the studio.
Thank you, Kiara and Allie, for that awesome weather report.
Hey Hannah, ever wonder what goes on behind the scenes of some of Liberty's classes? I know I do.
Funny you asked that, Enrique, because I recently got the chance to get the inside scoop of our leadership class here at Liberty. It turns out a lot of things go on behind the scenes of the posters and events we see at our school.
Let's check it out.
Hey, Ethan, would you be a little dove and go get me a LaCroix out of the refrigerator? The cranberry lime, please. Cranberry lime. You know, every year has its own, they have kind of their own kind of way about them. But this one is very concerned about community service, and that's a little bit different than the other classes because their focus is really more community service oriented, and then I think you're seeing that with such activities as the Aaliyah Sparrow Club thing. Thank you. Well, we have coming up is winter formal, and then immediately after that is what some people like to call winter wishes. It's a time for us to give back to the students who are always helping us in all the events that we do. What is this? Well, one of the misperceptions is that all we do is make posters. But let me tell you something. Posters is just one small piece of it. It's what everybody sees on a daily basis, and it's part of our culture to promote the events and the other teams and school functions that happen here. And it's a necessary thing that we have to do. But there's a lot of planning, a lot of discussion, a lot of working together to create the things that happen around here on a weekly, monthly basis. And so they just don't see all the background stuff that we are doing on a... Has happened recently is I was on a field trip at Nike, one of the biggest, corporations in the world, and I saw their employees doing things that the leadership kids are learning how to do here. Problem solving, working with each other for a common goal, being leaders in any situation, taking a group of people and leading them towards another destination within their auspices of the Nike conglomerate. And maybe they don't realize it now, but they are actually learning a lot of the tools of the trade in our business sectors in places such as Nike.
I think this year's Assemblies events have gone really well. I mean, all of our sound and tech stuff has been really on point. And I feel like the crowd has really been, getting into it and enjoying what we've produced here in leadership as far as assemblies and activities. Right now in the class, I'm working on the canned food drive assembly, and I'm also, as part of leadership, I'm working with the Aaliyah Sparrow Club thing, so I'm going to be helping set up events to fundraise and get students involved in helping her out.
So I'm here with Maya Sands, a senior in the leadership classroom. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions, Maya. What has been the best part about being in leadership since freshman year?
My favorite part is the unified dance that I help put on because it's just a really fun time with the community.
Tell us something about the class that most people don't know about leadership.
Probably everything that goes on behind the scenes and how much time it takes to put on a dance or an event or something.
Well, in freshman leadership, there's more of a focus on like learning all the stuff, and then there's a big jump from freshman leadership to leadership 2 on like from learning stuff to actually doing the My role in the class is to be one of the tech coordinators alongside with Joe DePinto. Well, a typical day in leadership consists of us coming in and G talking about coming up events and opportunities for volunteer hours, and then us going to make posters for things or setting up or getting ready to set up events or writing scripts.
After that, I really want to learn more about other classes here at Liberty.
Well, that's good to hear because we're not done yet. Kiara also got the chance to look deeper into one of Liberty's classes. Take a look at behind the scenes of Liberty's health sciences.
Hey Falcons, it's Kiara from LTV. I'm here to talk to you guys about one of our school's best programs. It's called Health Sciences. It's a great career pathway, and every student who gets involved has great opportunities in our community. Health Sciences is one of Liberty's most popular career pathways. It's directed by Mrs. Toth, and she does a great job at teaching her class and making sure everybody gets out in the community as much as possible. Hey, I'm here with Jennifer Cruz, a Health Sciences 1 student. How do you think this program is going to help you succeed in your future and make good choices for yourself?
Well, health sciences has definitely helped me with opening up my mind on the medical field and offering me so many opportunities. Like for example, now I know that the medical field, isn't just hands-on. There's also a lot of like mental things that go into it, and it's provided me with a lot of information on the career that I was choosing. And I don't know, it's a very helpful career. It's very creative. It gives you both sides, the physical and mental, and I think that's something, like a couple characteristics that you need to have. Yeah.
Nice, thank you. Hey, I'm here with a fellow LTV student, Corey Harold, also in the Health Sciences program. What made you want to enroll in the Health Sciences program?
Well, I've always liked helping people, and I've always thought health is an interesting career. I thought it'd be pretty fun, and it has been.
And we also made prosthetic legs, which are pretty awesome. These are Corey's and Jennifer's, and this is Parker's. I'm here with Mrs. Toth, the Health Sciences 1 and 2 teacher. Ms. Toth, what makes Liberty's Health Science program so successful?
I think our students make the program most successful. In a couple of years, we have gone from 40 students graduating from this program to 88. Currently, we have about 300 students that are in it.
How have you seen this program develop throughout the years here at Liberty?
Our students take initiative every year and come up with ideas of improving the program, of finding opportunities to be out in the community to work and enhance their experience, to become better learners in preparing for certification programs or for four-year college pathways.
Awesome, thank you. And overall, how do you think this program helps students now in high school and later in life?
A lot of our students that come back have brought testimonials to the value of the rigor of the program in the first place. A lot of experiences that juniors and seniors have in the health science program are experiences that are repeated in a certified nurse assistant certification program, in a nursing program, in a pre-med program at the different universities and community colleges that students attend.
And overall, what makes you most proud about being involved in this program and being basically the leader of all these classes and students?
The accomplishments of our students over the years, the successes of our students past high school. We have currently many students in nursing programs. We have many students in pre-med pathways that have stayed with the university programs and are successful. And that's what makes me most proud of our high school program.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Ms. Ha.
That class looks awesome. Makes me wish I would have taken it.
Me too. Thanks for tuning in so far, Falcons. We will be right back after this commercial break. MECHA, which stands for Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano de Azatlán, is a group of young intellectual students who aim for an inclusive environment among school surroundings. Chicanismo results from a decision based on a political consciousness of our raza, meaning in English our own people, and doesn't exclude anyone, rather includes those who acknowledge and work towards equity. MECHA meets every Tuesday right after school at 3:45 to 4:45 in room 271 under the advisement of Mr. Diaz and Lori Rodriguez. Feel free to stop by anytime.
Welcome back, Liberty. What else do we have in store for today's broadcast, Enrique?
Actually, a quick shout out for all our winter sports teams and participants, especially one of our wrestlers, Ethan Wendell, for winning state championship in his weight class. Congrats, Ethan.
Also a shout out to our girls bowling team for winning their state championship. Thanks for representing Liberty in such a positive light.
If you haven't heard, spring sport tryouts have just started. If you're interested but haven't signed up yet, make sure to go down to the athletic office for more information.
Hearing about all those sports is making me hungry. When's lunchtime?
I'm not sure, but I bet our lunch staff is making some good food for today's lunch right now.
Speaking of our lunch staff, didn't you get a chance to speak with and interview some of them recently?
I did. I got to ask them all about their jobs and what they do in order to feed our school every day. Let's take a look.
So hi, my name is Enrique. I'm from LTV, and today we're going to find out what goes on behind the scenes in the lunch lady staff room. Let's go find out. So hi, we're here with Janine today. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So, how many people work in the kitchen with you?
We have 13 people altogether.
13 people altogether. How many people on average do you serve per day? What is your estimate?
We serve about a little over 200 for breakfast, and then we serve about 650 for lunch.
What is the process to get all these meals made by lunchtime?
Well, we have a lot of people working on them, and they all have their tasks broken down. They all kind of have a good time schedule, so they come in and know that everything has to be ready to go by 11:35, and everybody does their job really well.
Do you like what you do?
I love what I do. Yeah, my favorite part of the day is when I get to go out and serve the kids and get to say hi to the kids that I see every day, and yeah, it's a great job.
So hi, we're here with one of the servers.
Hi, my name's Karen. I'm a cook one and a server.
Okay, so nice to meet you, Karen. First question would be down to, do you like the job you have?
Yes, I love my job.
You love the job?
Yes.
Do you move around to different lunch stations or stay at the same one every day?
Primarily, I stay when I'm serving, I stay at the same lunch station. I'm usually at Bento. I go to Main Fair if I'm needed, or I go to the burger line if I'm needed there. But when I'm cooking, I'm just in this station. I don't move around.
Very busy, right?
Yes.
So what would you say is the most known meal or meal that kids prefer?
Oh, hands down, country fried steak with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Is that the most popular one?
Yes.
I really like that one too. So, what is all entailed in being a lunch server? Like, what do you do?
What do I do? I come in the morning and I get all of the food prepped and ready to cook, and then I cook it, and I cook it in 2.5, 3 hours. put it out on the line, I temp it, make sure that the temperature is good, that nobody's going to get sick.
Yeah, definitely.
And make it look presentable and appetizing, like you'd want to eat it. And that's my job.
What do you think of the kids you serve?
I love my kids here. All of them are great. Ninth graders coming in are, they're still doing the balancing act, but my seniors I'm going to miss when they leave this year, but my sophomores and juniors I get another 2 years with. So.
Thank you so much, Karen. You're welcome. So we're here with Michael today. How are you?
Doing good.
So, first question, do you like the job you have?
Yeah, I move around a lot of places, and it's a lot of fun selling different foods. I'm usually on the main fair. If we need help in another area, I kind of just jot over there, so it's always different every day.
Yeah. What do you think of the kids you serve?
Every kid here is awesome. Everybody's very polite and always gets a full meal, and yeah, it's very nice, easy to talk to everybody.
So we all know you were a previous student, you were a previous Falcon,
Sure.
And were you well aware of what happened behind the kitchen and what they did?
No, I actually brought my lunch when I went here, but I was here the first 2 years that this school was open, and I had no idea actually. Every time I come in and do a different job here, I realize how much goes into it. It's a huge kitchen and lots of stuff to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We're here with Christian Tukuch. How are you today?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. So, first question, what do you think of the quality of the food being served?
The quality of the food. Well, I don't know. I think it's all right. Gotta have that good, healthy life. Yeah.
Would you say it's a quick service or no?
Yeah, I get the VIP pass, I cut in line. Quick service for me. No biggie.
Favorite food, what would you say it is?
Favorite food. I don't know. I think I eat burgers every day, so. Yeah.
So what do you think of the lunch staff? Like, would you say what do you think in general?
I don't know. They're pretty chill. When I go up there, they're like, "What's up, Christian?" I'm like, "What's up?"
Okay, thank you, Tukuch.
Yeah, thanks.
So we're here with Corey today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what do you think of the quality of the food being served?
I think it's all right. It could be a little better, but I'm not complaining. Food is food.
What is your favorite meal to get?
My favorite meal to get would probably be the burger, the cheeseburger, because I like cheeseburgers.
What do you think of the servers that gave you the food?
They're real nice. They're real cool. They always serve you with a smile. I like them there.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
This is Enrique. This has been LTV, and see you next time. Yeah, see you next time.
Wow, I can't believe all that hard work goes into making and serving our school lunches.
I know, we owe our lunch staff a huge thank you.
Lastly, Falcons, before we sign off, let's take a sneak peek at the AP Aero trip to the Portland Art Museum. Check out the complete video on the LTV YouTube station.
Madonna and child with two angels.
It's very literal.
That is definitely what this is a painting of, yes.
Looks like a Christmas card.
I'm here with Emma. I'm a sophomore in Miss KJ's AP Euro class.
How do you like the art museum?
The art museum has been a wonderful experience, and I've liked how they've showed us different parts of European history, and looking at art from those eras has really helped us see the culture and the trends, and you can even see evidence of the Reformations and different political events that were happening in those times.
Right. Did you learn anything new?
Yeah, I learned a lot new, and I got to see a lot of new artists and a lot of new symbolism and perspectives, so I'm thankful for this field trip.
Right. And has this been going hand in hand with what you've been learning in AP Euro?
I think it's really good exposure to stuff outside of the textbook and seeing what life was actually like in those times to help us understand the political and social and economic effects of all of the main events of European history.
This is Mike with LTV. I'm here with Mrs. KJ. How you doing, Miss KJ?
Great, great. Little damp from our trip, but we had a great time.
All right. We just got back from the Portland Art Museum. Was there any difference from the first time you went?
Well, we started out last spring. I took a small group of students after the AP exam just to test out the trip and see how it would go if I was going to take a full group of students this year. We just had a great time. I mean, last time we had different docents, and those are the guides that take you around and show you all the different art. So all 6 of my groups of students got a different experience and a different point of view from one of the docents. So that was a really cool part of the trip.
I can't wait to watch the whole thing.
Me too. Well, Falcons, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. It's been a pleasure to bring you our school's news.
Don't forget to subscribe to our LTV News channel so you won't miss on our future broadcasts.
We'll see you next time, Liberty.